Waiting for y'all to come through. Just want to be on here a few minutes. A few minutes. Greetings. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. V, you made it in. You must have got the notifications. You must have got the notifications. You missing your dad today? I'm missing mine too. I'm missing mine too. Very, very, very much so. Well, I miss him every day, but we're more aware of the void on days like this, right? Happy Father's Day to everyone. Those of you who have fathers that you can talk to and hold and sing to and cook for and whatever, rub his feet or whatever, cherish that, because there's a lot of us who can't do that. There's a lot of us who can't do that today. A lot of us who can't do that today. So you are fortunate if you can. Happy Father's Day, Rosemary. Happy Father's Day. So it's a day to honor the men in our lives, the men who looked after us, the men who loved us, who nurtured us, who imparted wisdom upon us, who protected us. You know, I didn't have any men to cook for, but I sent out well wishes to my brother and daddy. Wonderful. This is my first Father's Day without mine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. It will get easier. You're still gonna miss him, but it gets easier. It does. Think about the jokes he told you. Think about the advice that he gave you. You do that. You keep his memory alive with good memories. And this is why I'm really reaching out to the fellas in this live today, because your girls need you. This is a cruel, cruel world. And it's going to be tough for your children, even if you're there 24/7. It's going to be tough because no one's going to love them like you. No one's going to nurture them and look out for their well-being like you. So, it's hard as a parent because you know your kids are going to experience pain. You know you can't shield them from the world. You can't do that. But do the best that you can while you have influence over them. Don't squander that time that you have influence over them, especially your daughters, because we grow up to have to deal with men, and how we interacted with you as our fathers kind of sets the tone a little bit. We still don't get it right. We still make mistakes, right? But we at least have some sort of thing to draw on. You know what I mean? We can go in our mental Rolodex and go, okay, all men don't do this because at least my father never did that. My father did this, and my father did that, and my father did the third. You want your daughters to at least be able to say that. You want your daughters to at least be able to say that. You know? And you ladies, you're responsible for picking men who want to have children, who who are enthusiastic about family, about wanting families. You want a man, you want to procreate with a man who feels it's important, a part of his legacy, part of his reason for living is to have a family, you know, it just makes it easier. When you're in these relationships with men and you kind of got to force them to see the value in things like that, like children and stuff like that, it's a bad start. It's a bad start because children change. They change the intimate part of your relationship. Your relationship changes forever once you have kids. It just does. It doesn't mean that it has to be bad. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it changes it from you know, purely romantic driven to now we are now responsible for other lives. We're now responsible for at least 18 years of this little being's life to bring it up and make sure it's sane, healthy, educated, what, you know, hopefully disease free and whatever else. So it, you know, it becomes more serious when children come into it. And if you don't have somebody who's really motivated to want one of those things called a baby, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. He said the thumbnail in the photo is to die for. Yes, the thumbnail, for those of y'all who don't know, that's my brother. That's my actual blood brother, my baby brother. He's the youngest of the four of us. And that's him in the thumbnail with his precious little baby girl. Now, he would die for that girl. He would die for his. Hands down. Hands down. It's him and his baby girl for real. And I'm happy to see that. I'm glad that my father imparted, you know, that sense of family, the importance of family in him, because I could see so much of my dad in him. It, you know, it brings me peace to even be around my brother because he looks so much like my dad. I feel like my dad is still here when I look at my brother. So for so many reasons, you know, I'm appreciative that he's here, and just to see him interact with his baby is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So when women, you know, black women talk about divesting from black men, I'm like, in my world, there's hope. there's just hope. There's hope. My brother's not with an exotical, and you, if you see the thumbnail, my brother's dark. He's darker than me. He's pitch black. Pitch black, right? And he's not a colorist. His wife is dark as me, maybe darker than me too. So it's a chocolate family going on over there. He's not chasing after no ambiguous whatever. You know, he picked a reflection of himself, a reflection of what he saw in his home, and he loves them. Not to say there's anything wrong with anything that you pick, but I'm just talking purely from you know, the reasonings that a lot of us give for divesting from black men. It's you know, is it cliche to say not all? Does it even matter if I say not all when it seems like it's everybody? When it seems like it's all men? You know, I don't know. I don't know. But we all have to make a decision on what we're going to believe and stand by that. You're just gonna have to decide what you believe. What I am worried about with a lot of you is that you're on the fence. You're on the fence with your beliefs. You want a black man, but you feel that black men don't want you. You want a relationship, you know, with a black guy, but you want to get out of Blackistan. You know, I surf the net very quietly, incognito, and I see a lot of you commenting on different videos that and platforms where their whole platform is just dedicated to divesting from black men. And I'm like, well, why? You know, I ask myself, well, what is it you're agreeing to if this is what you want? Why would you agree with this if it's the antithesis of what you actually want? Why? So y'all, a lot of y'all are going to be spinning your wheels. I see a lot of you. I'm like, oh, she here? Oh, she here? I see you. I'm there. I peek my head in, and I see what you're hungry for. I see what you get excited about. I see what you spend a lot of time, because you send me the videos. Y'all send me these videos. Look, Selkis, look, this girl got beat up by such and such, and this girl got this, and this girl got that. And at the same time, you want a relationship. Y'all are going to have to draw a line in the sand. And I know that's you, I don't know. Maybe you feel like you're imprisoning yourself. You want to be flexible. You want to keep your options open. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with keeping your options open, but it's your beliefs. It's your beliefs that can't be like this. You keep your options open, but your belief system has to be concrete. They have to be fixed on that, because your belief system is your battery. Your belief system is your engine. It's like the engine in your car. And if you don't have a lane that you're picking, it's like you're dispersed. It's like you have no power for either of them. You have no power to divest, and you have no power to be pro-black either, or pro-black love, or whatever you want to call it. You're lukewarm either way, and then you get no results. You get no results. Listen, black men come to my page all day long talking about how I'm washed up. I'm disgruntled. I'm washed up. I'm this and that. I'm not top tier. They come to remind me of my station in life, right? So I understand what they're telling you. But I also understand why they're saying it. They're saying it because they're washed up too. And they're saying it because they're pissed off at you for wanting to skip over their ambitions, go for something higher than their ambitions, because they understand they're low to the ground as well. So how you want more than what I can give you is what they're saying. How dare you want more than what I'm capable of giving you? So this is a classism issue. I keep saying that. The whole classism thing has been on my mind a lot lately, because I think that's the beef of all of our angst. It's you don't deserve this because you're down here. Somebody's placing you in a category, and you're deciding you're not going to obey the category. You're going to climb up out of it, and they're telling you, how dare you? But that's how our society is built. It's built on class. It's built on class. Either, you work at McDonald's, you're on this level. You work as a CNA, nurse's aide, you're on this level. You're an LPN, you're a little bit higher than that. You're an RN, you're a little bit higher than that. I don't know what goes up after that. It's not a doctor. What is it? Isn't there something between RN and doctor? PA, physician's assistant, or whatever. You're a little bit higher than that. So there's rank and file. That's how our society is built. And every level has a uniform, has a language, has a pay grade, has bylaws, and rules of best practices, and this is what you do here, this is where we go here, this is what people we eat this, and we do that, and we say this, and we marry him, and we have this kind of house, or maybe not a house at all, maybe it's an apartment or whatever. So we fit into these boxes. We are placed into these boxes, and you can't mingle in other categories, because they tell you don't belong there. That's the aristocracy. That's the aristocracy in a nutshell. And we are divided. We are kept divided by emotions. We're kept divided by barriers, by emotional barriers and physical distancing. That's what creates the illusion of this thing called a caste system. Some of us are, we're boxed out by a certain tax bracket. You know, we're boxed out of opportunities and commingling with people because of a certain tax bracket, education, and all that kind of stuff. And all of these things are done on purpose, because this is how power is instituted. I have to block you in order to create power, because if you could come dine where I dine at, then what kind of status do I have? The reason why there is status is because you can't come in. That's what status is about. If I create a fence around here, now I am separate to you. And now you feel emotionally separate to me. And if you feel emotionally separate to me, you're going to start doubting your worth. Now, it may not necessarily be true. Maybe it is, or maybe it's not. A lot of times it's not. A lot of times this whole caste system is really, it's a fence built around your emotions and nothing more. I tell y'all all the time that these people that you admire, that you ladies want to mimic, especially you divestors, you know, you want to mimic so-called opulence and people of higher status in our societies, and you don't know what's going on behind closed doors with them. A lot of these people are on drugs, all kind of deviant behavior. But you think, well, you know, you're in a higher tax bracket, so you're favored by God. You think because a person's in a higher tax bracket that they're favored by God. By God. So this is what we have here. This is what we have here. You know, men like to convolute this thing and, you know, make it seem deeper than what it is. And at the end of the day, they want to be loved. They want to feel protected. They want stability. They want the same things that we want. They're human beings just like us. They want the same things that we want. The problem with men, and y'all have heard this before, we've had discussions, y'all hear all the discussions about it, is that, you know, women raise these boys and we don't do such a great job of it. Right? And we don't really raise, I forgot the doctor's name. I was watching a documentary the other day of this psychologist, and he talked about raising boys and what we do in our households. And he said that we raise our daughters and love our sons. And what he meant by that is we offered or we expect or execute discipline on our daughters. Like, you have to come in at a certain time, you got to go to church on Sunday, you can't do this, you can't do that, you got to eat your vegetables or whatever. And with our boys, we go, well, boys will be boys. Boys can stay out all night. We don't, they you know, they're not under the same level of critique and discipline as the girls. We let the boys get away with everything. We let our boys get away with it because we just love our boys. And we do them a disservice because they grow up to be men who have no discipline, who have no honor and respect for women. How many of y'all know women whose sons got somebody pregnant and she doesn't insist that he honor that girl? She doesn't insist that he, you know, become responsible for the girl and the child that he created. The mother, you hear the mother, well, you know, he did what he wanted to do. That's on him. We do them a disservice. The same standards we give to our girls are the same ones that our boys need to have too, so they don't grow up to be worthless men, shiftless, trifling men who run from responsibility. That there's no consequence from not owning up to your actions. We do them a disservice, but we love our sons, and we're harder on our daughters. And we have to do, if you expect your daughter to be in before sunset, be in at 5, then your son is supposed to be in before sunset too. Why is it that he gets a pass? Why is it that it's okay for your son to be immoral and to do immoral things? You excuse it. You understand it. You're okay with it. You turn a blind eye to it, but you don't do that for your daughters. We have to do whatever we expect for our girls, but for the vaginas that we're overseeing, we gotta do that for the penises that we gotta oversee too, so he doesn't turn into a tramp out here in the streets. So that he'll come up and want and really be equipped and ready to be a father. I look at these channels and these men talk about how, it's such a detriment to have, they drag single mothers. They got a lot of negative things to say about single motherhood. And I would never say that it's unwarranted, that, their talking points have no merit, because I tell my own daughters, that ain't the route you want to go. You don't want to be nobody's single mother anything. To raise a child by yourself, that's a hard job. And if you can avoid it, which you can, do that. Do that. But at the same time, the burden of responsibility can't just be on the girls. Like these boys that are getting these girls pregnant, there should be repercussions for what they're doing, and it's not. It's just another day in the neighborhood. It's just there's no penalty, no ostracism, no nothing. They can get your daughter pregnant and nobody ain't coming knocking on his door to come see him, to come see him and spit in his ear like, dude, guess what's going to happen now? Guess what you got to do? Nothing. These women are not getting pregnant on their own. So if we're going to berate and condemn single motherhood, we got to condemn single fatherhood too. Same energy. Same energy. Same energy. That's all I'm saying. Give the same energy to these men who impregnate women who have no ambitions to be a husband to her. He doesn't want to wife her. He doesn't want to commitment. He doesn't want to take care of the child. You guys need to condemn that. And I'm not talking about the laughter that you guys do. The passive laughter, the passive clowning that you do for maybe a simp or whatever you call the dudes. I'm talking about the same amount of panel discussions and 5,000 view counts that y'all get to talk about how women make mistakes. I need you to have the same energy for these young men. I need you to condemn that behavior. What I'm seeing now is the only thing you men are condemning is spending money on women. That's the only thing you guys condemn. You don't condemn, getting an illegitimate child. You condemn spending money for dinner. That's what I hear. Oh, I ain't giving her nothing. I ain't spending a dime on that shit. Condemnation for how much you spend for dinner. Not for being responsible with your own sexuality. No condemnation. No condemnation. We've got to do better. We've got to do better. Both sides of the coin. Someone sent me a video of a young lady. Thank you for the donation. Of a girl. I couldn't tell how old she was in the video, but she was, playing around, hanging around with a bunch of guys, bunch of young men, and all of a sudden the play turned into them throwing her into a garbage dumpster. and they were filming her and laughing and, you know, high-fiving. It was just, I don't know how many of the boys it was. I couldn't tell how many of them it was. But this was a dark-skinned girl. I want to say maybe, I really, what, eight, I don't know, 20, 18, 20, 22, I don't know. I don't know how old she was. But she went from laughing with them to them, it quickly turned into them tossing this girl into a garbage dumpster. Is she 17? Oh, okay. Okay. I couldn't tell. And when I saw the video and they zoomed in on her face, she said she's 30. Okay, so she's 30. It was first said she was a minor. Apparently she's 30. Really? She's 30? Huh. Okay, I thought I assumed she, I guess because she was so petite, very slender, very slim shape. I thought she was maybe like late teens, 20-ish. So she's 30. Okay. Well, that changes the game a little bit. But when they zoomed in on her face, she looked confused and ashamed. And it really stung to watch that. It really stung to watch that. I went to the comment section and there was one girl who was commenting that she knew her. They're from the same neighborhood, same apartment complex or something like that, and she was stating that she usually hangs with guys because girls didn't want to hang with her because she didn't carry herself well, like she didn't dress nice. I guess in other words they were saying she looked like a bum, so she didn't have any girlfriends because she didn't look good enough to hang with the girls. So she kind of did the tomboy thing and hung out with the guys. And I was like, you know, it when she made that comment, it took me back to some of the things that I tell y'all about friends, about women and friendship, and how you don't have any friends, and how women choose friends based on how you look. Have I not told you that, UGC? I'm probably the only one that's told you that. You know, let me toot my own horn here. I'm probably the only woman that's told you that. Women choose friendships based on how you look. So when we talk about the superficialities of men, we have to include ourselves in it. Women are very biased when it comes to, you know, the surface shit. We rate who we want to be with. We rate who we feel is valuable and who's not based on how we look. We choose friendships that, you know, if we think she doesn't look better than us, then we can be friends because it's like, you know, I don't feel diminished around her. Or you choose someone who is better than you so she can get you in the door, the better clubs, and she's around higher identity people, and you use her to, you know, to get you in the door, that sort of way. Or you might get someone uglier than you know, so she can watch your kids. She's the one buying the liquor. She's happy to be around you. You can use her as a cushion or free therapist and whatever you use her for. You know, so there's that. Women are very contrived. Very contrived. So when the girl said that, I was like, oh boy, well, you know, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. I don't feel that any girl, I mean, if she's 30, that's even more tragic right there, because I'm like, what's a 30-year-old, I don't know, cheesing and carrying on with a gang of dudes? Nothing could go down real well in that kind of environment. I don't think we need to put ourselves there. But the sad part about it is, according to this person that says she knew her, she was only hanging around them because you know, chicks wasn't feeling her. She wasn't fresh enough. She looked like a bum. Unfortunate. I saw I didn't click on the video, but I saw like a thumbnail that somebody reached out to her and gave her a makeover. And from what I could see in the thumbnail, I mean, she looked totally different. She looked totally different. So they glammed her up. You know, this is what women do. You want self-esteem, just look pretty and it'll all work out. All your problems will be solved with a little lipstick, contour your nose, a better wig, and a decent outfit, and life will improve for you. So there's that. So it'll be interesting to see, what happens from this point. Is she gonna get friends now? Someone did her makeup? Is she gonna get some real girlfriends now? Maybe. Maybe. She did a finger wave? Or they did a finger wave on her? Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we do what we can. We always go to the quickest remedy. The one that will give instant gratification. And that's usually that's what the makeover stuff is for. You want to instantly feel better about yourself, just do your makeup, put on some nice clothes, and you instantly feel better. Will it last? Does it last? Y'all answer that. Y'all answer that, because y'all go to these level up channels and they tell y'all how to do it. So tell me how has improved the whole level up thing, how it has improved your temperament and your emotional stability. Like, has it helped you in that, along that level? Have you stopped worrying about what other people think of you now? Are you still walking into the room, a crowded room, with anxiety and whispers in your head, like you're talking to yourself? Are they talking about me? Are they looking at me? Or is that still going on? Or has all of that stopped because you've improved on your appearance? The level up people I listen to help. Great. Chloe says the same thing. What do they say? Sometimes a group of girls are harlots, and if you don't act like them, they don't want you in the group or want to befriend you. Well, there's a lot of that. You know how many women I coach that have difficulties with friendships because of that very fact, because of the fact that they're the only ones not wanting to sleep around, and they get ostracized and berated and belittled by the circle of so-called friends. They don't support them in their celibacy or their wanting to wait for the right guy. They condemn them. You know how many women I coach with friends like that? Friends who belittle them for not putting their vaginas on the poker table. It's a whole bunch. A whole bunch. So there's that. Makeup at the end of the day comes off. You have to do the inner work. Yeah, you do. I got into a huge argument with my parents because I said that I didn't want to vote. I don't care for the system. They think I'm a radical, but my dad voted for stupid Biden. That part. It helps temporarily, I know for a fact, but as someone going through this journey, I'm hungry for self-care and knowledge. I think that's what we all want. I think that's what we want, something that lasts longer than the makeup. We want something that carries over. Once we wash that stuff off, we want that heightened sense of self-worth to be maintained. We want to maintain that. That's what we want. Sex is life and death. I've lost 2 relatives to HIV/AIDS. I keep my legs and my mouth closed. V says she keep her legs and her mouth closed. Yeah, you gotta keep every put a suction cup on every hole. Your ear, your eyeballs, your anus, every hole. Everyone. Everyone. It's not a game out here. Y'all think of it. I was just thinking about that today. You know, body parts. And I mean, when you give it yourself, listen, making love is a beautiful thing. But you are giving up a lot. When you think about the body and the odors that come out of the body, out of different parts of your body. When you think about sex involves the dirtiest parts of your body. Your mouth to your anus, the dirtiest parts. And you just do that with anybody? Anybody? Y'all. Oh, I just want to have fun. Thank you, Lisa. I just want to have fun. I don't want to pay for a test for a city job in New York. The test should be for free. Oh no, she's gonna gross us out now. Y'all know I can go there now. The body parts that are needed are required to have sexual intercourse are the dirtiest parts of the body. And you just gonna do that with any dude who bathe every other day. A lot of these dudes you like only bathe 3 times a week. He only bathe when he coming to see you. Maybe. And that's even a maybe. That's even a maybe. Because if he'll screw you after you did a 12-hour shift, how clean could he be? Hello? And y'all know what I'm talking about. The dudes you with will come and put their face in between your knees after a 14-hour shift. 14-hour shift of you shitting and pissing at work. And not having no baby wipes on hand. Nothing but that dry ass toilet paper in the bathroom to wipe your ass with. So you got shit crumbs in your ass, all kinds of stuff, and you come through the door and here he come rolling down your goddamn scrubs. As soon as you walk through the door, you ain't even hit water yet. You're smelling like ammonia. You smell like goddamn ammonia, and his head is in between your knees. How clean could he be? How much standards could he have? How much? How much? There's a whole lot of them doing that out here. A whole lot. I'm going to get on these grown men. Gregory Glass. Oh, you're in my life. Gregory Glass. Yeah, you do that. You go ahead and get on these men. I seen you in some of these videos I be rolling incognito with. I see you. I see a lot of you. I'm like, oh, you here? Oh, you here too? And I see all the stuff y'all write. I'm like, y'all bullshitters. Be bullshitting. But it's all good. It's all to the good. All to the good. When I use Pale Santo for spiritual bath and my mom make a complaint about this, I want to do over my life. Leave mommy alone. You can't, mommy gonna be what she gonna be. You just gotta love mom the way she is. You can't convert mom. You can't convert mom. When I get around my mother, I'll be like, yes, mom. Okay, mom, all right. Whatever you say. I whatever you say my mother to death. I don't be challenging my mom. For what? All right, Ma, you right. You right. You right. Yes. You right. And leave it at that. Leave it at that. I had to give my brother his Father's Day gift. All right. You're not a father, Gregory? You're not a dad? Are you a dad? No. How old are you, Gregory? How old are you? You're an uncle. Okay. I don't care about it. She should respect my views. Who should respect your views? Your mother? Mothers don't have to respect anything. I wish my daughter would tell me I have to respect her views. I'm not going to challenge anybody. I don't have to respect your views, but I don't have to make you feel bad about it. Mothers are the queens. Mothers are the queens. You can't tell a queen what to do. Gregory, you said old enough. Were you ashamed to say your age? That's very female of you. What's up with that, Gregory? Who you holding out for? Why are you ashamed to say your age, Gregory? He said your art though. You trying to divert attention? That ain't a good. The way you divert, Gregory, is to go ahead and make a purchase. When I hear that ding, that somebody made a purchase, that's a great way to divert. You ain't got a fake compliment. Just go ahead and buy, and then I'll leave you alone. That's it. I don't care. Mom is narcissistic. Oh, okay. So we got one of those. Well, and definitely ain't nothing you can do about that either. There's definitely nothing you can do about that. You gotta let them go. You gotta let people go. You ain't gotta argue with nobody. You can't force people to respect you either. That's another thing. It took me a long time to learn that. You can't shame anybody or force anybody into respecting you. You just can't do that. You just can't. They gotta either have it or they don't. They either have it for you or they don't. You can't force that. You just gotta get out of their way. Just get out of their way. That's the best way to do that. That's the best way to do that. So yeah, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the importance of parents and fathers in particular for this wonderful Father's Day, because my dad isn't here with me. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate it. And I wish he was. All I have is memories. But I'm glad that I have memories. I'm glad that I have the past to draw from, to make reference to. That's important for your girls to have that. It's very important for girls to have that. Y'all, these men in the black community need our help, and we need theirs. We need each other. We argue back and forth, and everybody has a lot. We make a lot of points. We're making great conversations, but we're not making progress towards healing the black family. We're not making too much progress there. There's a lot of alienation going on, and that part saddens me, because I'm like, we're gonna be extinct if everybody's divesting. We're gonna turn around one day and there's not gonna be any black families. Then what? So we gotta own our shite. We gotta own our shite. We're biased just like the men. It may manifest a different way, but we can't take the moral high ground. We're raising sons to act a certain way. We are telling them what they can and can't do, and we're giving them a pass on a lot of things, and we're coming down hard on girls, and we're paying for that. We're paying the price for how we're raising our kids. We're paying for the price for how we're raising our kids. The fact that men could just impregnate and leave is a problem, and still have the respect of his peers. That's a problem. You guys that talk about pregnant mothers, and your friend got somebody pregnant, and you ain't telling them, go handle that. That's a problem. You condemn her, but you still drink beers with your boys on the weekends. It's all right. Your relationship with him is not strained in any way. In any way. He doesn't feel like you're disappointed in him in any way. But y'all make so much super chat money off of condemning women when it takes two people to make a baby. All kind of super chat money being made off of clowning women. Clowning women. When last I checked, it takes a woman and a man to make a baby. Come on now, we got to stop all of that. We got to stop all of that. You guys with the ageism thing, cut that out too. Y'all gonna get old, and y'all gonna have to play with your little dogs and yank your own balls and all kinds of stuff too. You're gonna be old and alone with shit crumbs under your fingernails and all kinds of stuff because nobody don't want you no more. So the whole woman playing with her cats, you're gonna be playing with dogs. You're going to be playing with your balls and your dog's balls too. There's that. If you don't plan for the last half of your life, you're going to be alone also. This thing doesn't just fall on women. This doesn't just fall on women. If women don't make proper choices, there are results of the choices that we make. But you're not immune to that. You're not immune to any of this. You can't just go through like pillow to post. A rolling damn stone until your dick don't get hard no more, and then all of a sudden now you raped and pillaged and all that, and everything's all right. Your life ends on a bed of roses. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So let's be honest about all of that. Women are the only ones condemned to make conscientious choices. What about these men? What about these men? The only thing you men condemn is how much he paying to be with her. How much money he's spending on a date. That's the only thing you guys condemn. Is the amount of money that's spent on a damn date. We have to do better than that. We have to do better than that. And these be the same fools. They got kids. You got daughters and stuff like that too. I mean, what you want for your daughter? Wouldn't you want that? I would think now, if you have a daughter that you don't want to get hurt, the woman that you with is somebody's daughter too. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And listen, before it gets too dark for y'all to see me, this thing about choosing wrong is a problem with us. Mainly because women feel we have this kind of, we get all moist for trying to convert these men who don't necessarily want us. We like the challenge. We like to get with men who seem to not be particularly motivated to be with us, as opposed to the guy who's like, whatever you want. We want the one who turns his back because if I can win his heart, then it's real. Then it's real because I had to earn it, or whatever it is. Your whole ego's involved in that. Listen, there's nothing wrong with the nice guy. There's nothing wrong with the nice guy. We're going after these challenges and we're getting hurt. You're going after the bad boys and the ones who got 10 and 15, 11 women, and he got you lined up. You number 25. You number 25 out of maybe 30. And we're getting hurt out here, chasing behind men who are not motivated to be with us. They have no reason, no timeline, no anything, because he's getting free ass all over town. Free ass from probably women that he wants all over town. You can't compete with that. A dude having sex with women he actually likes. He liked the way they look and all that. Listen, this thing called competition, that's also an illusion. Either the guy likes you or he doesn't. Period. Either he likes you or he doesn't. There is nothing to compete with. The whole competition thing is a game. That's a psychological game. That's an emotional game. Because either he likes you or he doesn't. You don't compete with other women. Get that out of your mind. I need UGC. Where you at? Where you at? I need for you to get that out of your mind. That you can't compete. There is no competition with other women. It's either he's saying it's you or it's not you. Period. The whole competition thing is implemented so that he can get free ass while you're trying to show your worth. Because that's usually what happens. You want to measure up, so you open your knees. You open your knees to compete. Hello? You open your knees to compete. And if you're opening your knees to compete, that means you're opening your knees for free or little or nothing. So the illusion has to be set in place that you got to win me over. You got to win me over in order to get you to respond in a way that you're giving more than he's earning. That's the game, y'all. That's the game in a nutshell. That's the game. Meanwhile, the other nice guys, like, I'll take you out to dinner. I'll marry you. I'll watch the kids. I'll do the dishes and whatever. And you talking about he's boring. He ain't a challenge. Because there's nothing in him to conquer. Somebody that gives you something without you having to, hustle or manipulate or whatever. It just doesn't feel as valuable as something you got to chase around to get. And that's not our way, y'all. That's not our way. You know why you can't do that as a woman? You know why you always lose doing it like that as a woman? Because he inserts his dick into your vagina. Game over. Finish him. Game over. Because he inserts his dick into your vagina, the playing field ain't never leveled. It's over after that. The game is over after that. It's over. What leverage you think you had, the looks you think you think you will win all over with your looks and your sloppy blowjobs and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it's over. It's over once he inserts. So you can't play that kind of game. Not unless you have a dick. And I don't mean a dildo. Although, some of these dudes these days, you might can get a little traction if you go that way. Because I know a couple of hoes that put the strap on, and they are giving prostate exams out here and subduing motherfuckers. I'm just saying they are massaging prostates. They are doing shiatsu massages with these damn strap-ons, and the dudes are babbling idiots out here. It just depends on how you want to approach this thing. If you want to use a strap to reform a nigga, if you want to put on a strap to reform a nigga, then that's on you. That's on you. But that's a Pandora's box right there. Cause that means dude into all kind of stuff. Dude into all kind of stuff. I remember one time, Lord Hamburger, this this girl told me she used a strap on this dude, right? Because she called herself, I guess, trying to explore her sexuality. And she was told, she was instructed to do this now by, a harlot. And she got in there with the strap on, and so-called had to talk the dude into letting her boink him in the booty hole, let him insert it into the booty hole. And she put the tip of that thing in, and next thing you know, the dude was doing corkscrews, reverse cowgirl on the damn strap on, and she lost her mind. She was totally disgusted because she thought she was going to break him down, and dude was just ready for it. He backed up, he backed his ass, hunched his back, all kind of stuff, all kind of hunchback stuff going on onto that damn strap. So all the domination, all the buck breaking that she thought she was going to do, the dude was already broke. The dude was already broke. She said she was horrified. I was like, how could you be horrified? You put the strap on, you know what you're getting into. She said, I wasn't ready for it because you don't know. I mean, he backed up into it like a pro, and I just wasn't ready. And I thought I was going to do, I thought I was giving him a new experience. But Suckers, he was like, he took it all the way in, and that thing wasn't even small. I was like, listen. Y'all stop listening to these hoes out here. Stop listening to these hoes out here. She thought she was gonna break him in. Dude was like, give it all. Give it all. She said he tooted his ass up and backed up into that shit. The whole thing. He went balls deep in the shit. He went balls deep in it. I'm like, y'all listen. A lot of this stuff you think you can compete with, you can't. You can't. You cannot. That's why I need for y'all to release yourself. Release yourself of the anxiety that you have over measuring up, over this fake ass competition thing and all that stuff. Release yourself from all of that. It's all a game. It's all a game. A lot of these dudes ain't really as hardcore and choosy as you think. Especially for what they choosing. And I'm not accusing all these guys of, being, suspect or anything like that. That ain't really what this is. The point of this is that a lot of these dudes that complain about you, they doing you. They doing you all day long. They got complaints about how you look, but they doing you. They want you. They making baby mamas out of you, all kinds of stuff going on. All kind of promises, backdoor deals being made with women just like you. Just like you. So the game is, if I can hurt your feelings, then I can fuck you for free. Hello? If I can hurt your feelings, then I can fuck you for free. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? That's all this shit is. It's a smash and grab. It's a smash and grab. It's a smash and grab. That's all it is. Who's gonna win the manipulation game? Don't let nobody do this to you. I want you ladies to look fresh and unbothered. I want you to look bright and fresh and not downtrodden and sullied and what is it? What's the other words I'm looking for? Bitter. I don't want you to talk like that. I don't want you to look like that. You ain't gotta look like no Meghan Markle or anything like that, unless you want to. If you feel like a winner like that, upper crust, upper echelon and all that stuff. then you can do that. But I just want you to be free emotionally. I want you to be free emotionally. I want you to be bright. I want you to smile, a genuine smile. It ain't gotta be all sultry. Everything ain't gotta be about sex. Cause he either gonna like it or not. You ain't even gotta sell him on it. I told y'all stop selling that shit. He gonna ejaculate anyway. He gonna ejaculate anyway. And truth be told, the sex with you is better if you like it. If you're into it, if you're being satisfied, then you're gonna please anyway. You're gonna do the best you can do if you're having fun. So this thing that you gotta do this and you gotta do that and all this turn around, spin around and all that shit, it's a joke. It's a joke, y'all. It's semantics. It's semantics. Because at the end of the day, all roads leads to I already had you hot and all that. The box is hot, it's tight, it's moist, it's sloppy, all that stuff. But I already had you. And you can't outrun the ending of a novelty. You cannot outrun the ending of being a novelty. You can't outrun that. It's coming. It's coming. No amount of pole shift dancing. No amount of, I don't know, building up your knees like Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion said she screwed for 3-4 hours straight, something like that. She outfuck every dude she with. That's what she said. And where they at? Where's her rock? Where's the ring? Where's the where's all the spoils of all of her efforts as the stallion that she is? Didn't someone leave her too? Didn't someone leave her too? Isn't there a dude or two out here that had her and don't want her no more? Who out here ain't never experienced somebody not wanting them anymore? Who? Where? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Life is too short not being emotionally healthy and mentally thriving. Yes, there's so much stuff to be afraid of. There's so much stuff to genuinely be afraid of out here. But to be afraid of what these men say, what they think of you, oh, they always come when you don't look a certain way. That's all these dudes talk about. You don't look and you don't look and you don't look. And this is why these girls scam them all day long. Especially the ones that look cute enough to scam, they scamming these dudes. They scamming these dudes out here. That's why they mad. And then they come to you, somebody like you and me who are supposedly mammies, and they want a freebie. Well, you got that 2-for-1 because I'm tapped out right about now. I done gave all of that to the girl, girl I loved and shit, and she dogged me out. So now, I'm here, I'm just trying to be a regular dude, trying to look for a regular girl because I'm a regular dude now. Ain't that what it is? Ain't that what it is? You can't outfuck boredom. You can't outfuck boredom. He gonna get tired of you. You can't outfuck boredom and complacency. You can't outfuck it. There is nothing you could do. Nothing. So you take everything with a grain of salt. You keep your eyes on the prize. You look for ways to make yourself happy. You need a purpose for your life separate from the need to be evaluated by this guy who may or may not like you right now. And life is going to be better. It's going to be better. I'd rather get with the level-headed sister. Is that right, Gregory? And she time and space with me. Gregory, you full of it. I see you in the manosphere talking that talk. You full of it, man. You ain't looking for a good girl. Y'all guys love coming here to pander. Oh, I want me, I just want to settle down with a regular chick. And then when you on the other channel, she gotta be a 10. She gotta be this. She gotta look like that. She gotta look like that. Y'all dudes are full of it. You ain't got a pander for me. I know what it is. I know what it is. You ain't got to fake no jacks over here. Y'all want what y'all want, and you have a right to want whatever it is you want. Just like any of us do. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. As far as the caste system goes, you guys are, essentially beneath black women. You know that, right? As far as the tiers go, you're underneath us. Your pay grade is even lower than ours. Black men make less money than black women on average. So as far as status goes, I'm like the clowning that we're doing for each other. I don't even know why we're doing that. I don't even know why we are doing that. We are made for each other. We're made for each other. They be the same dudes claiming women hit the wall. Yeah, that's all they do. That's all they do. That's why I'm like, ladies, like I said, whatever the dude say, you go, uh-huh. Go, uh-huh. And then your mind go, jeez, whatever. Whatever. What's the bottom line? What the contract reading? What's the fine print on the contract? That's all I want to know, dude. All this you love me and all that, I appreciate it. But what's on the contract? What's going to hold up in the court of law? What's going to hold up in the court of law? Hi, HTH. How we hit a wall when their hairline is boomerang? I mean, we all gonna hit it. Man hit the wall. Man hit the wall too. But like I said, it's the vanity thing is how they subdue and control women. It's how they get you to shut your mouth. All they gotta do is say you're unattractive and you're devastated. And they ain't gonna hear no more from you. Go in the corner, you go run off in the corner and cry. They anticipate that. They anticipate that because they know that's a woman's worth is how she looks. It's how she looks. So you snatch it. You take it off the table. Looks ain't no issue. How I look may be an issue to you, but it ain't an issue to me. How I look is an issue to you. And that's personal to you. There's nothing I can do about that. Your issue with me ain't mine. We don't share that. I don't share the issue about how I look with you. That's you got to work that out in your own head. You and your therapist got to work that out. You could talk to your therapist about how ugly you think I am. That's who you got to talk to. Your therapist, your priest, and the other girl you fucking. That's who you got to talk to about how I look. I can't do nothing about that. You want to include me in the shit. You got to keep that to yourself. That should be a secret. You keep that to yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's their business. Oh, I think you pretty. All right. Oh, I think you ugly. All right. Oh, I think you old. All right. Oh, I think you fat. All right. Like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do with that? I can't go to Piggly Wiggly, Walmart, Kroger's, Ralph's, Trader Joe's, Sprouts. I can't go nowhere and cash that check. That's a bounce check right there. I can't circulate that nowhere. Nowhere. So yeah, you keep that to yourself. Unless it's something I can do with it, You gotta keep it to yourself. They still be trying to talk to those women. That's the point. That's the whole point. They're calling you ugly, but they're calling you to come over to suck their dick too. You ugly, but what you doing later? That part. Be risking it all, going raw dog, all kind of stuff, and the chicks you don't want. And somehow they supposed to have a monopoly on sanity, on conscientiousness. They choose better than we do. How, Sway? How? How? Do not let these guys shame you. Don't let them shame you. We are here for each other. We have to heal each other. Men do better when they have women on their team, women in their corner. They live longer. They're more prosperous. These are facts. These are facts. So, relationships to me, this is what we're born to have. That nobody should be alone. Nobody should be alone. But this passionate need to tell women that they should be alone is where I have a problem. And I think a lot of men are preoccupied with telling certain types of women, like myself, that we should be alone because of how we look, which because you get offer all this kind of stuff, and it's still boiled down to hip to waist ratio at the end of the day. To them, let them tell it. We know otherwise. They so-called they settling too. They settling for less than dimes and all that kind of stuff too. So at the end of the day, how many drop dead gorgeous dudes you been with in your life? Probably none. How many real attractive dudes have you actually been with? And I'm talking about even you girls that are attractive. How many really, pound for pound, he was as attractive as you? How many of y'all experienced that? So we understand, you can't get it all. We understand that you can't get it all. We understand. We know the process of looking beyond the surface for something more valuable. This is what we're wired to do. And thank God, because we wouldn't have no babies born if we were just really surface with the shit. None. So, the condemning certain women, the joy that some of you Negroes like in telling certain types of women that they can't have what they want, I have a problem with that. Because you ain't sanctified, you ain't sanctioned by God to do that. You don't have no authority to do that. You don't have no authority to do that. You can't say what somebody else is qualified for. Who's coming to see you? Who's checking on you? Who really wants you? That's what you need to evaluate that. Like, out of the women that I date and sleep with, how many of them really care about me? Spend some time taking inventory of that, instead of who you feel is not qualified for what. Because women pretend, we have to pretend for survival purposes out here. We pretend to have orgasms. We pretend to love you. We have a whole lot of pretense going on to survive. So what you little nigglets have to do is evaluate how many of these women that you actually like you. And I bet it's not as many as you think. I bet it's not as many as you think. So there's that. Don't spend no time on the rest of us. I'm just a little bed wench. Well, not a bed wench. A mammy? I think that's what y'all call someone like me, a mammy, right? I'm a mammy. No, ain't nobody checking for me. Ain't nobody supposedly looking twice at me. So what y'all worry about what I can pull? My potential, you ain't really worried about my potential. You want to condemn me to increase your status. You think your status is gonna get higher the more you condemn women like myself. All right. Let's see how that works. Let's see how it works. Listen, ladies, y'all know we talk. Y'all know if you got these little nothing ass girlfriends that you got, you know what they say about the dudes they with. You know what they say about the dudes they with. Listen, I did here for 20 something years. I done heard every story. I own the salon. I heard all kinds of stories. I seen all kinds of debaucherous behavior, all kinds of like pro level player shit going on behind my chair, from behind my chair. I saw these dudes that look at me, frown their face at me, because I'm I look like a nigga. I'm not an exotica like the girl whose hair I'm doing in the chair, right? But he don't know that 5 dudes and pay for the same hairdo. He don't know that she gonna see another dude this weekend. He don't know, and he looking at me like I ain't shit. I'm like, well, we ain't shit together. You just don't know it. You don't know you ain't shit. And she just is smiling and baby. And she got 2 and 3 and 4 you babies. She got you, your friend, your uncle, your pastor. She got a work husband, maybe 2 work husbands too. All of that with you niggas that she got to have her own. She got her own and a work husband too. Yeah, while she paying half the bills, she doing overtime because there's a dude at the job where you want her to go, who she be in the broom closet with, who be buying her Starbucks and rubbing her feet and listening to her complain about you. I don't think dudes should clown anybody. I think you need to hush. That's what y'all need to do. That's what y'all need to do. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody's better than nobody. Ain't nobody better than nobody. Stop trying to condemn us and put us in boxes to make you feel better, when we are the only ones that can heal each other. Like, seriously. Like for real. Yes, mama. We need a moment of silence. They need to resist talking. They need to close sesame, not open sesame. Close sesame. They need to close it. Close it. Close it. You only got game because the girl got low self-esteem. Most of the time, chicks know you playing around. She know it. She know you don't like it. It ain't like y'all that sophisticated with the shit. She know it, but she don't have the heart to really confront you. She don't feel good enough to put her foot down and all that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody getting scammed. Listen, women get scammed because they want to. Hello, because they want to. It's not because y'all that skilled. It's because they don't have no fight in them. They don't have no get back in them. They feel ashamed to have preference. That's what's going on around here. Well, the woman know. The woman know. Close their lonely, dust-filled lips. He said close their dust-filled lips. Listen, just hush, man. Hush. You need to have more female friends. Y'all don't need to be condemning women out here. Truth be told, y'all dudes need an ugly friend. We don't want to know all the secrets. You need an ugly girlfriend, not a pretty girlfriend. You need one of these ugly girlfriends who know everybody business. We the ones that know community business. You want the tea, you gotta come to us. We know what your girl doing. We know how she feel about you. We know all of that. We know what we with her when she go to the clinic. When we holding her hand when she finished getting the abortion. We there for all of that shit. The abortion that you paid for and two other dudes paid for. We right there with her. We the alibi. Yeah, you clowning us, and you need to come to us for intel. Please. Yes, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Hairstylists be knowing the gossip. Yes. Listen, I know everybody business. Who was cheating on who and all that. Listen. It'd be a fun time. It was a fun time behind the chair. I'm like, God damn, y'all doing it like that? Y'all doing it like that? And I thought New Yorkers had game. No, these Southern Belles. I didn't know game until I moved down south. And started talking to these, these chicks in these one-horse towns, like Sandersville, Georgia and shit, where they still got them damn shanty town, galvanized roof house, one-room houses and shit. I didn't know how the game was until I moved, got slow walked by a couple of Southerners, pork rind eating motherfuckers, scammers. Going to church every Sunday, scammers. And I'm like, I'm thinking I'm New York slick nigga, New York up north nigga, hip to all the game and shit. Can't compete with no squash casserole, bitch. Not no chick who know how to make squash casserole. You ain't going outgame no chick that can make a squash casserole. You just not gonna do it. She gonna hey baby. She gonna hey baby you to death. I done seen it all. I done heard it all. Done seen it all. Okay. Couple of chicks did, in my hair career, a couple of chicks didn't make it. I had a few clients that got killed, fooling around too. So there's that part. I lost a few clients to the game too. I lost a few. Don't play with nobody's feelings. Listen, this thing called relationships is real simple. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You know how to choose a guy? You choose someone who will treat you like you want to be treated. Stop running after people who don't want you. Stop running after people who don't want you because you think they're better than you. And a lot of you guys that watch my channel, this applies to you too. Because a lot of y'all are running after women who don't want you, who feel that they're better than you too. And they're the ones that scam you. They're the ones that have you all pilled up. They're the ones that got you salty and disgruntled and divested and running to the DR and all that stuff just to get scammed by some chick who can't afford a pound of flour. Who waiting on your stipend to get a pound of flour. It's bad out here because people want something for nothing. All around the board, people want what they don't deserve, and they want things they can't pay for. This is full circle. This ain't just the women that you think like B. Simone that y'all think she ain't cute enough to want what it is she want. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell that's about. It's the men too. It's the men too. We be getting y'all with the bless your heart. Yes, that bless your heart. That bless your heart. That's right. There's something in black. Girls, young life, that talks her into doing this kind of whoring stuff? Well, we are in a horror culture. This is a horror culture to begin with. You know, whoring, there's no shame in sleeping around that. Like when I was uh 16, 15, 16, it's not like you know, people weren't doing it back then, but there was a stigma behind being a whore. You were a little bit ostracized. You know, it wasn't cool and acceptable and regular, and you know, it's your lifestyle kind of thing, like it's pushed now. Like it's pushed now. You know, we got problems. It's a mess out here, y'all. It's a mess. It is a mess. When I was a child, my parents only let me wear whole piece bathing suits. That part. Yes, that's true. When I was growing up, the little white girls were respected by all races of men by being Virginia, but not the black girls. Well, arguably, we don't get respect. You know, black women don't get respect. We are over sexualized. You know, and arguably, we do that to ourselves. So, you know, there's that part. But at the end of the day, you represent yourself. You represent yourself and your lineage, your ancestors, your representation of them. Not the world, not all black women. It's just pretty much you. When you open your mouth, you're gonna get a result. I'm not gonna get that result. You're gonna get the result. Whatever you say out your mouth and whatever you do with your vagina is going to yield a result. What you do with your vagina has nothing to do with my vagina. That's all on you. That's all on you at the end of the day. So, you know, there is a we, and then there's not a we. There is a we, sort of, but then there's really only you at the end of the day. And how you feel about yourself, what you're entitled to, what you're worth, what you desire, how you connect the dots with all of that, are what's going to yield you a result. And that's, you know, that's it. That's it. That's why I keep my legs closed until I find a mature man that's willing to give me what I want. That's the best route to go. That's the best route to go. Although they'll tell you, you're waiting for nothing. You know, that's the next thing. You know, men don't support you either way. They have something negative to say if you wait. They have something negative to say if you're a whore. They have something negative to say about everything. There's a problem with everything that you do. So whatever the reason is that you're doing it for, let it be for you and what is best for you, because to do it because you're trying to meter what he thinks of you. You're trying to make sure he thinks a certain way of you. You're always going to be disappointed if you do it that way. You're always going to land in disappointmentville because they switch up. They switch up. They like you today. They don't like you tomorrow. It's a bait and switch going on. Something must be wrong with you. What? I feel like with everything going on in the world, we should all just be focused on our own individual health and wellness. Yeah, that should always be your health and wellness. The focus on it shouldn't be because we're in a pandemic. I mean, it should be every day, whether there's a pandemic or anything going on. You focus on that because your body is your vehicle. You only have one. You only have one. You know. So there it is. Dogged me? Absolutely. I was heartbroken after I gave my all to a man and he still dogged me. Oh, yeah, that part. That part. Uh, Vetting is required. Pacing is required. Waiting is required. Good listening is required. Being even tempered is required. All these things are required in order to not be the person giving and not receiving in return. That's what you got to do. I don't think women can ever get 3 dates out of a guy before he makes sexual suggestions. I'd rather tell him from the get-go I'm abstinent. And you're telling him for what? You telling him that you're abstinent, is that going to make him not want you sexually? Because if you could achieve that, if you could achieve him not wanting you sexually by stating that you're abstinent, then I would say go ahead and reveal that. But that's not going to stop him from wanting to have sex with you. So the point of you saying that is what? It's what? You're on a date to enjoy someone's company. What is there? This pressure to be sexual. You got to divert it. You got to bounce the ball back. You just don't give it no energy. He say what you like in bed. You go, just go. Shrug it off. You ain't even got to say anything. Just go. Just look dumb. just dumb. Cross your eyes, like, I don't know. Don't give it no energy. And every time you talk about it, just go. Just do the dumb face and let that be that. Let that be that. Once you don't give no energy to it, it'll be like sort of creepy to kind of press the issue. Now he'll be turning into a creep if he presses the issue, and then it becomes obvious that maybe that's all he wants, and that's the end of it anyway. So I mean, just don't feed into it. And this pressure to reveal all of that stuff. That's like, that's like showing him pictures of your vagina. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that on a first date. Like, okay, this is what my vagina looks like. I just want to be honest with you about what you're getting into here. This is the shape of my vagina. I don't have any walls. So if you're looking for grip, I lost my grip in 82 after my second baby, so I don't have grip anymore, and I just want to be honest about that. I want to be really upfront with you about what you're getting into with my vagina. The fuck? You gotta tell him that shit? Oh, Lord have mercy. It don't matter. You can be abstinent. I was abstinent for 10 years. He going, okay, well, I'm going to see how long it'll take. How many licks does it take to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop? It's still going to be that. It's still going to be that. Please. You don't think it is important to make sure you are sexually compatible? He may like something you don't. Well, that's down. You can discuss it down the line, but the first date, the third date, talking about sex early on, no. I don't think you should. I think you should hold off that conversation for a long, long time, like a long, long time. That shouldn't be the first couple of dates you have that discussion, because you don't even know if you really like them yet. Like, if you see yourself like, okay, I think he might be the one, then you can kind of ease into that. But that should be out after a while, Because once you introduce sexual conversations, then it becomes easy to cross the line with you. Then it becomes easy to touch you in places that you may not be ready to be touched, to suggest things that are uncomfortable for you, that are too soon to introduce. And it just makes him more comfortable, and you don't want him that comfortable with you that quick. Remember now, respect is anxiety. Respect is not comfort. You don't want him relaxed with you on as far as that too quick. You don't want that, because he fucking somebody, and ain't nobody pressed. If he ain't doing you and he really wants something, there's somebody that he can call. So it ain't about trying to show good faith by letting him know you ready for it or you ain't ready for it, whatever. No. So I mean, talking about it, you ain't gonna know if you're compatible until you laying down anyway. People talk all kind of shit. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do that too. I could do that twice in one night. Yeah, if I rest up for an hour, I can give you 3 more of that in one night. And when you get in it, and then when you get in it, and you don't get the 2 that he said he was gonna give you in the beginning, nor the 3 after the hour rest. The whole 3 more after the hour rest, he ain't got it in him. He ain't got it in him. So you don't find out about compatibility until you do anyway. And that's that. Listen, it's a toss up. And for y'all to put the whole compatibility as a heavy criteria. How many of y'all had great sex and the dude ain't here no more? How many of y'all had great sex with a dude who didn't want you? He didn't want you. So at the end of the day, what does it mean? At the end of the day, the whole compatibility thing, what does it mean? How many of y'all was compatible and the dude still got tired of screwing you? Y'all sexually compatible and you still got to beg him for sex. What's that about? Or you sexually compatible, the sex is off the chain, but you can't get him to do nothing else for you. He still won't marry you or nothing like that. So that this whole thing, we're putting a lot of weight in this shit, and y'all. I'm just saying. Yeah, everything is convoluted. Listen, I'm not saying you should not be satisfied, because everyone wants to be satisfied. Who doesn't want to be satisfied? But if you analyze your track record and all the relationships that you've been in where you were satisfied, maybe even very satisfied, maybe he was even the best you ever had. Did the ring that you wanted come? Was he kind to you? Some of y'all are sexually compatible with somebody who kicks your ass too. There's that part. The sex is fire, but he beats you in between that. So when you analyze it, at the end of the day, what is really important? What's really important? What is going to... What's going to still be there worth salvaging five years down the line? Like, as a woman, you got to think about this stuff. You got to think about this stuff. I know it's lame and shit. Suckers, you don't want us to have fun. That's whack. You can have all the fun you want. What I'm saying is you've been having fun. Where he at? There's a dude right now, he's called Mr. Fun. He's called Mr. Fun Bags. Mr. Fun Bags got you know, his dick is heavy. It got weight to it, like there's a brick in the shit. And you can't get the dude to call you unless he wants to fuck you. He won't buy a carton of milk. He won't come pick you up. If your car was broke down, you couldn't even call Mr. Fun Bags. You couldn't even call him to come give you a tow. He won't come and give you oil change. You can't get Mr. Fun Bags to do shit for you. Dick heavy like bricks. And you can't get him to do shit other than put his dick in your mouth. So talk to me about, you know, what is it? What is it? I don't care who you ask. You put it in the chat. Okay, but people are trying to help and you're dismissing it. Who we talking about here? Why people act like sex isn't something that can be improved? It can be. Whitney, I didn't ask you. Selkis knows about health, so I was asking her. Oh, y'all, what happened here? I missed something. Rachel, I'm not 4 to 5 weeks pregnant. What did I miss, y'all? Y'all had a whole conversation. I missed the whole conversation. Can't throw stuff out there and expect us not to answer in this chat. All right, y'all handle that. I don't know what's going on. I'm here rattling off, and y'all. What do you think of people who wish their mom a happy Father's Day? I feel that they feel they're justified in doing so if their biological father wasn't around and the mother had to, you know, play the role or pseudo play the role of both parents. A woman can't be a man. A mother can't be a father. You know, you can't be a father. You can be a mother. You know, that's all you can be. So, but I understand the emotional satisfaction that might come from that if you've been abandoned by someone who's supposed to have been the father in your life. You know, it's a sad thing. It's a very sad thing, you know, to me. For a woman to be called to, you know, say Happy Father's Day to a woman, I don't think that's something to be praised. I don't think it is. It's kind of sad, actually. What is going on here? So whether it's soon or after, I know that's what they want anyway. Who doesn't? What y'all talking about? Sex? Sooner or later they want. I mean, that's what it is. Are y'all up here arguing in my live? What the hell? The after hour. I didn't even know today was Father's Day. I never celebrated. You didn't know? Yeah, a lot of people don't celebrate it. Some people don't celebrate Mother's Day either. They don't. It's a shame. A lot of broken homes. There's a lot of broken homes. So, you know, we're in a mess. And the next generation is going to be even more of a mess because of all this. Because, you know, we're choosing based on emotions instead of practicality. You know, that's what happens there. Let the nice guys finish first. Do something different. Like something other than what you always like. Maybe try something other than what you always go for. That might be the answer for a lot of us. Trying to go for something that you don't usually do might be the win. What is going on? Are y'all arguing? Lord. Some of y'all been in quarantine too long. We need to knock the cobwebs off a badge. These are losers, no problem. Oh man, y'all stop the arguing. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. What did Bria say? I don't know. Bria, what are you asking? What did you say? They're saying read Bria's comment. Bria missed her period because of George Floyd. Yo, y'all cut it out. I'm gonna get ready to sign off here because we getting out of control. Y'all supposed to be sleepy now. How y'all arguing when y'all supposed to be ready for bed? I'm here trying to tuck y'all in to sleep, and y'all arguing now. Y'all need to go get you a glass of warm milk and stop it. Get you some almond milk. Get you a glass of warm almond milk and stop this. Stop this now. She needs to be blocked. She's trolling everyone. All right, admins, do your thing. I don't know what's going on. I done missed the whole thing. You say you get silly when you're sleepy? These were window watchers before COVID-19 happened. Wait a minute now. Okay, hold on. What we don't do on this channel is bicker and go back and forth. The whole insulting each other, that's not the vibe here. So I would appreciate it if we kind of just, if we end all of this. I don't know where all of this stuff is coming from, but it needs to stop. We don't do that here. All right? We just don't do that here. It's 5 a.m. Where you at? What? Yes, thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. So listen, I'm getting ready to get off the live. Yeah, I can't take y'all nowhere. I'm trying to put y'all to sleep. I'm trying to, so y'all don't have no nightmares tonight. I came on here to inspire you, and y'all acting a fool. Y'all acting a fool. All right, y'all. So let me wind this down. So the recap of this whole thing is this: love your children. Try your best to choose men who really are motivated to want family, because those are the ones that'll make good fathers. You have a father in your life now. Talk to him. Sit at his feet. Ask him about his life. Understand him a little more today. If you could talk to him, understand him a little bit more today as a human being. And you guys that are on this live who have daughters, hold them close. You talk to them, impart wisdom on them, because they remember. Daughters will remember everything you tell them. Everything they've experienced with you, they will remember it and have something to treasure when the world gets cold and dark. You want to give them that. That's part of your legacy too. I don't have my dad to talk to and say Happy Father's Day today. All I have is the memories. All I have is the memory of being held and the things that we conversated about, and his hopes and wishes and dreams and stuff. That's all I have left. But I'm lucky to have that. So you give that to the children that that you're responsible for bringing into this world. That's just your job. That's just your role. It's just your role. You guys, be conscious of who you're impregnating. Be conscious of who you're laying down with, and you ask yourself, if this girl gets pregnant, am I going to want to be with her? You got to ask yourself that. If you're sleeping with somebody you wouldn't be caught dead with, or there's no way in hell you would want to have a baby with, then you need to pull your pants up, pull your Fruit of the Looms up, and get the hell out of there. That's what you need to do. So that you don't bring a baby into the world that you despise because you hate the mother. We don't want that on either end. On either end. These are human beings. We grow up, you know. We start off as babies and we grow up into adults that have babies of our own, and you know, the cycle that we've inherited from you, we carry over into our children. So be mindful of all of that. Be mindful of all of that. You know, we need men, we need fathers, just as well as we need mothers. This whole thing, we could do it on our own thing, is not true. It's not true. It's not true. We could do the best we can. We could do the best that we can do. But doing it on our own, we're not designed for that. We're not designed for that. So there's that part. So y'all, like up the stream, and y'all need to get, I have a few paintings left. Y'all need to go and cop them. Y'all know I'm moving at the end of the week. I'm packing. I didn't realize how much shit I had. You know, you don't realize how much stuff you have until you have to start packing. So every day it seems like it's never going to end. But I'm leaving, and I want some of my paintings to go to homes that they want to go to. So please go to the site. The page is called the Doorbuster Sale page of iloveherart.com. I only have a few pieces left, and they need homes. They need homes. These are original art pieces too. I have originals, I have prints and all that stuff. My prints are outstanding too. Very high quality stuff. I don't do shabby stuff. So go and shop and take some of these babies off my hands so that I can travel as light as I possibly can. I'm only doing this sale. It's up to 90% off, and I'm only doing it because I'm moving. Otherwise, I would keep all my babies as they are. But it's only because I'm moving, and it's just too much. I have so much stuff. So please go there and do that. I didn't mean to get out of pocket, Selkis. That's all right. All right. That's okay. Y'all go take a swig or something and relax. Relax. It's all right. There's nothing to be mad about. There really is nothing to be mad about. And so if you haven't already, please subscribe to the sites, theuglygirlsclub.com. Still send in your testimonials, whatever you want to write as contribution to the compendium that I'm writing. The Ugly Girls Survival Guide is a book that I'm writing. And I'm breaking down a lot of stuff in there, and I'm including some words of encouragement, some testimonials from actual members of the club. I want to include it in there. I want your voice to be heard. I want you to leave a legacy behind. Leave some words of encouragement for some woman in Brazil that might read the book. I don't know how far the book is going to go. I don't know who. A little girl in Africa might read it. So put something in there, voicing how this thing has helped you, how this fellowship, this sisterhood has helped you, has changed your perspective on life, on people, and all of that. I'm still working on the draft, so you have time to submit it, and so I want to get this in and get that done soon. I'm just like a chicken with the head cut off. There's so much to do. So send that in. Info at theuglygirlsclub.com. Subscribe to that site, and you get a free ebook when you subscribe. And subscribe to my art page too, and then go and shop till you drop, and that's it. And if you want private coaching sessions, you can also email me and let's talk, and then we can set that up too. Right? Can you send poetry? Yes, you absolutely can. However you want to send it. Let me know what name you want to use. If you want to send your picture to, make it even more personable. You know, I'm accepting pictures. I want people to see your faces. And yeah, so they know you there's real people, real women. So let's do that. Because we got souls to save out here. I can't do it by myself. I don't want to do it by myself. I could do it by myself, but it's no fun by myself. This is not a by myself movement. It's everybody. So contribute. Yes, like and share, like and share, like and share. Everyone is stressed out, the George Floyd situation, but how come none of us are missing periods over Floyd? Truth hurts. Defensive, insulting people because it's probably true she is pregnant. Uh-oh. All right, that one went over my head. I don't even know what we're talking about. Uh-oh. All right. We're gonna fix our lives. We're gonna fix our lives. That's what we're gonna do. That's all we have the power to do. That's it. All right, y'all. So I'm out. I'm out of here. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers again. Blessings to you. All the women who have fathers, blessings to you. And I'll talk to y'all soon. All right. Peace, love. Bye.